Well, we began in 1990. That is where the farm started. Then it is a story of passion. We were tripping his deer. My father had decided to have some deer. Then while hunting in the United States, we saw the advent of urine that arrived. Then I said, hey, would you be able to pick that up for me? That's how it all began, just by picking up a few bottles of urine. Subsequently, following that, it transformed into the narrative of the farm that commenced in this particular way. Well, shut up. Now we're driving about 100. It's hard to say because we're in a birthing period, but you know, we have a 1-to-2 ratio, and we usually have about 75, 100 deer every year, depending on the births and all the slaughters we do, no matter the reason. Initially, our specialization was limited to deer urine due to the presence of a deer enclosure we had. We started our business with that focus. Listen, when my dad began helping me, he was retired with my mom, and then he said, I'll call a few stores to check in the time of, there were a couple of thousand bottles sold. That is how it started without really knowing for sure. He thought of a way to collect urine, and then, well, it started. The fact that we started with urine, then after that, well, we are moose hunters at heart too. So, well, my father knew Eugene Labelle very well. Eugene, he had talked about how to collect mare urine. Then there, well, it came after products were added, all factory products. They started with, while hunting in Michigan, we had a strong liking for the smell of apples. So we made him work in the laboratory. Then that is where the entire experience slowly started to collect all the resources we required to sell some of the products we possessed there. Well, it is something we always prioritize, a constant need that we have because we are incredibly passionate and dedicated to it. In the event of a situation, I will discuss pre-orbital. Pre-orbital, this particular product is what I desired, something that would remain on top when applied to branches, even in the rain or during any other occurrence. Goal, keep it on branch, familiar smell, so we worked on it synthetically to achieve our objective. So each product really has a story. If I talk about Aurignac, it's the same thing. We were in Matane doing research on moose. I meet the guides. It had a special smell. Their laundry, I asked them what it is. They say that it's goat urine. Pick up that urine, but we know it was difficult to get natural moose urine. Collab with labs, create product, achieve desired scent. You know, it's a constant process. What we feel we need to hunt. Then after that, it was the pro staff who brought us ideas. You know, I'm pondering Vital Mix. True, one of my staff said, what's missing? We created a groundbreaking product on the salt flats. What you know is always a demand versus the needs that we have. Well, for moose, on average, it takes between 3 and 5 years of study because it takes time to develop it, to search for smells, to make recipes, and the seasons are short. So then after that, once we, let's say me, Jan, my father, my mother, everyone has tried them. Well, after that, we give them to our pro staff. They are collaborators that we have with us, so they try them throughout the province. They bring us the information, the surveillance camera photos, all that, then we look at the supply. If we can do it, it's feasible to give it to all hunters in the province. Then that's where we set it ablaze. I'd say 3-5 years. For the deer, it's faster due to the 500 hectare park where they're in their natural state. For deer, it takes 2 years in the field, immediately seeing reactions. On average, it's 3-5 years. Oh, my Lord God, the reason is it's about family. That's precisely why it holds such significance. We were able to successfully retrieve it from the end of the counter at my parents' house and transport it to a beautiful and thriving industry. It supports families. I am happy to say that we have about 10 families in the region who make a living from this business. Then the evolution we made, many revolutions we brought in. There are multiple beautiful successes in Ferme Monette, but I would say the human success, it is there. The human success we have with our employees, with our pro staff. Then after that, the revolutions we brought, whether it's with pre-orbital, Aurignac, Vital Mix, pheromones, well, I'm really happy about that.